Hello, adventurers, and welcome to ZexTy's Wednesday update. This time around, it's gonna be on Wednesday just because there was a holiday in Korea, so it's no longer ZexTy's Tuesday update. So I did just want to go over the patch notes and then look at what new events we have. So I am gonna start off with the patch notes this time around, and that's just because there was something that I'm pretty excited for in here. So reading through this, it looks like they've added new content, events, bug fixes, and overall improvements to the game. So the first one, which I'm pretty excited about, is going to be this co-op content, Bloodkin Rush. So basically, it looks like you need to be in a Bloodkin pact with at least 3 other people, and then you'll be able to defeat bosses while you're in here. I am going to skim over the developer commentary just pretty quickly, but if you want to read the whole thing, you definitely can. So, the knowledge acquired from experiencing various content in Black Desert Mobile can help your progression tremendously. However, for relatively newer adventurers, there aren't many ways to quickly acquire knowledge. So the Bloodkin Rush content was designed to allow our adventurers to acquire boss knowledge while forming stronger bonds with adventurers. So it seems like you can actually get boss knowledge while you're doing this, but also it looks like they're wanting you to interact with other players, and in this case it's going to be your Bloodkin. Your Bloodkin are pretty much the closest people you are to in Black Desert Mobile. So if you're not in a Bloodkin, please try to find one, try to find a clan or a guild, and then reach out to them, see if there's anyone who needs a Bloodkin, or just go into server chat and find a Bloodkin. But also, in addition to this update, there's new rewards. So there's going to be a new memory, and it can be equipped on your belt. So also with this memory, you can get new effects that aren't on other imprints, so that's pretty good. So looking at the actual notes, it does look like they added the new Bloodkin Boss Rush. You can obtain the Boss Rush passes for entry from the Spoils of Battle in Chaos and Hadum regions. So this will be after West Valencia. I'm not sure if that means that you can get it from any region after, but I'll look at the drops just to double check here after I finish these patch notes. And then also it looks like you need at least 3 Bloodkin members, but up to 5 can join. So if you remember in the last update, there was an update where you could have now 5 members to your Bloodkin. So get as many people as you can, and then also invite them to your party whenever you have an opportunity. So it looks like recommended 5,000 CP. The more participants, the faster it can be completed. There's going to be 6 bosses from Belenos to Calpheon, and they will appear at random. So you can obtain knowledge XP and rewards upon defeating each boss as they appear. And then also it says to keep an eye on your character's HP, as you cannot receive rewards if you're not revived before the boss is defeated. So if you die, make sure that you hit that revive button immediately. So you can tap the revive button immediately, or it'll automatically revive after 10 seconds. But again, just make sure that you are kind of active for this and then revive immediately. Otherwise, you won't get the rewards for that particular boss. It shows that you can obtain the new memory, which is for the belt, and then you can also register these memories in the market, so you can get some silver from this. But also, if you appraise it, you can't put it in the market, so it works the same way as all the other memories. And just kind of looking at this, most of these memories are the exact same. So on hit recovery, fixed. On hit deal fixed damage, on hit deal burn damage, etc, etc. The one that is unique though is going to be this Holy Vial cost reduction. So this will be really, really good, especially if you're having issues with your Holy Vials of Light. So if you're in Hadum area and you're using tier 3 blessing, I think is what it is. Basically whatever makes you get 500% XP. You'll be burning your vials of light, so this will really help you with that. And then looking on, it looks like there were some bug fixes. I not really gonna go through bug fixes, but I will link Rinith's YouTube channel. He does go more into detail for all of these, and he reads like everything. So he's really good for these patch notes. So again, I'll leave him in the description. But anything that I'm not too interested in, I'm gonna kind of skim. For the story, they did change the way your story is laid out for like right here, this story tab. So whenever you click it, they actually they removed the Hadum realm story, and then they kind of moved them into other stories. So this quest is going to be an essential, and then this quest is going to be under normal now. So nothing too crazy. And then the market, they increased the max price of certain items. So rugged boulder, log, wild grass. This doesn't seem right, actually. Previous max price 500, I think it was 5,000, and then they changed the max price to 2,000. So that doesn't seem right, but this one does seem right. Unidentified shaman's orb, 300 million silver to 1 billion. I am gonna double check that just while we're here. Yeah, so it's still at 5,000. So I'm a little bit confused what they meant by that. So that's kind of weird. But I don't know. It could be a typo. Change might not have gone through or anything. So that is kind of strange. But unidentified shaman's orb, the max price is 1 billion silver. So that'll be good if you're trying to sell it, so you can get a little bit more money. And then if you're buying these shaman's orbs, you'll have to put an offer in for higher than the max amount anyways. So I bought all of mine for like 3 billion silver, but I'm just super impatient. Also looks like there were some UI changes. So they changed the display whenever you get primal gear. This one's pretty interesting. So they fixed an issue where at times the fairy skill Black Rock Altar auto offering would not be used automatically at max distance. So this will help you while you're farming in the desert, which I am a huge advocate for farming in the desert. I put out a lot of videos for farming there. Adana coins are really good for your progression. So any fixes for the fairy skill, that's awesome. And then there is an early notice. So co-op rush completion rewards will undergo certain changes after the scheduled maintenance next week. So July 13th. Oh, actually, next month. So July 13th. So not next week, excuse me, next month. And then you'll be able to obtain new rewards. So due to this adjustment, access to co-op rush content will be restricted starting June 11th. So this Sunday until the scheduled update maintenance on June 13th. Oh, well, maybe it is next week. Sorry. It says July here, but then it says June here. I'm going to assume that it's actually next week. That's just because this is an early notice. They wouldn't give us something a month in advance. And then also this says June, this says June, so 2 to 1. So next week. So starting on Sunday, you'll receive, or they'll be restricting using the co-op rush, but any remaining co-op rush scrolls in your inventory will be changed into items that can be used to obtain completion awards for either co-op rush, often, or Garmouth. So if you haven't completed it, they'll give you a chest that gives you those rewards for it. And then also any additional entries for the co-op rush will be reset, and rewards will be given based on the number of entries that were reset. So if you don't use your rewards by the time that they cut it off where you can't use it, they'll give you the rewards for that in the form of like a chest, and you can just open it and then hopefully you'll get something good out of it. So there were improvements to the character. That's okay. Improvements to UI. They just changed the dark coin description. For the system, they improved character to perform auto gathering more smoothly in Tree Forest, so that's kind of cool. They did some bug fixes, and then there was a system bug fix where yeah, I'm not gonna read this. But the one that I actually did notice was fixed an issue where family characters would stop moving when manually controlling during auto combat and constellation stage. So I actually normally like when I do my constellation, I'll move my character a little bit manually, but I did notice this as well. My other family characters were frozen and I had to solo it, so that was a bit of a bummer. So I'm happy to see that that was fixed. And then also it looks like they started some events, so I'll get into these individually, but Lucky Puzzle event is starting, Puzzle Piece Daily Missions is starting, and then Pick the Lucky Rope. So not the best events, but at least there's something. And then they ended all of these events. And for the Pearl Shop, they added these new packages. I don't really buy anything, so I'm not going to look into them, but if you do, these are what they are, and then check them in the Pearl Shop if you'd like to learn more. And then there are some new outfits, so let me scroll to the bottom to see who they're for. So this is Superius for Hashishin, and then Warrior. So these are just for Black Pearls. They're pretty cool. I would say change the color on them maybe. But other than that, that is it for the patch notes. So let's get into the events just to see what it looks like, and then if you need to start something. So for the Lucky Puzzle event, all you'll have to do is collect your puzzle pieces, and you can do that every day. And then you'll have to refresh your puzzle, and then somewhere in here you'll get this package right here. So it looks like you can get an Adventurer's Ancient Inscribed Glyph. You can get some Alchemy Growth support chests, and you'll only get one of these. You can get Valk packs, Chaos Crystals, or Boss Stamps. So basically good luck in here. You'll just have to clear out these tiles, and then somewhere in here the max reward will be there. But along the way you'll be getting other little rewards and goodies while you do it. So good luck. Hopefully you have good luck in this. I normally don't. So to get more puzzle pieces though, you will have to defeat enemies. So I highly encourage trying to kill 20,000 enemies every day. That way you can get these puzzle pieces, and then you can get even more puzzle pieces by completing a certain number of them. For the Pick the Lucky Rope, it looks like complete the mission and obtain Lucky Rope tickets. So to complete the mission, you'll have to spend silver, and this looks like 300 million silver, and then log in for 60 minutes every day. So you'll get 2 of these ropes, and then whenever you enter the game, you'll pretty much just pick a number, and then it'll go down a little chart, and then you'll have a chance to get something at the bottom. There's going to be a best in slot reward, but other than that, that's pretty much it for the updates. I hope you found this helpful. Oh, actually, let me check. So it said you can get your co-op Bloodkin Rush tickets from anything after West Valencia. So let's see. Okay, Bloodkin Rush, cool. And then let's check where I'm actually at and where I farm. Okay, cool. So it looks like you can pretty much get it anywhere that you farm. So just kind of be on the lookout for that. There is a max amount of times that you can use it, and the maximum amount you can use it is 10 times per week. However, if you're the one who has the ticket, you will not be your run will not count towards that 10. So if you get 10 of these tickets, you'll still have 10 other runs you can do with your Bloodkin. So kind of keep that in mind. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, other than that, sorry about the false end earlier, but other than that, that's pretty much everything that I had for this update. If you have any questions, comments, or feedbacks, please just leave it in the comment section below. And then also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.